Okay, so I'll be going over my trade today. So basically, like, if you look at coming into the day, this was my idea, where we were kind of like in this like neutral range where we were creating failure swings at the bottom. So for shorts, which is like more ideal, I have two condition where I want previous day high to be taken out and reverse, and also I was considering like if we are very close, let's say on NQ, right? Because this was my main focus. Like I was thinking like if we were like really close to these lows where the next candle doesn't take out previous day high, we could short it off like an intraday key level here where I don't require this high to be taken. But for longs, um I was saying that if I want a long, I want a clean like bullish profile development. I don't want like a consolidation, or I can require like a breakout after 930 confirm. Like no matter what, I need a 930 here. But because unless previous day high is taken and then like we were reversing, but I'll go over my trade. So I was thinking about long this, even though it looks pretty bad, right? We just have this SMT here. So but on the 7 hour, you can look at my actually look at this. This was it. So on the daily, like we were leaving this failure swing, but since we were like trading really high, close to previous day high, I was fine like trading away from all these lows because the 7 hour, you see how we were really high, and then 1 hour in the 30-minute, we had really clean bullish profile development. Like even with this, it will look like low probability, but considering what other assets is doing like RT1 and ES, when you look at it, what time is this? Okay, considering what is doing at open here, I'll just skip the open. So I took 3 minute. So considering that I took a trade right on here, what was Enki doing? Enki was failing to reverse here, where we have this taken out, but why are we retracing this deep into the range? Like why are we back all the way in LTE here? Which this just looks like shit in my opinion. It's not like a valid closure anyway. But I mean, looking back is actually not as bad as I thought. Actually, no, I took it at 36, so I took it before this happened. Like, this is not a really reversal signature here when this happened. And I also don't treat like NQ and YM as like really correlated assets. So if I look at ES, right, it's just pumping. It's just breaking through the previous day high with RTY, right? It's just pumping. There's nothing for me to reverse. That's why I still lean into YM and took this here, which I don't think my idea was really wrong because we were going, but we just got break even here. So in my mind, like yes, NQ shorts still make sense. Since we're in the gap, we still have the potential to reverse here. So when NQ started like gapping like this is where I just go break even early because this is not the signature I want, and I tend to benefit more from like going break even early anyways. So this is why I got break even, and here comes what's going on. So I feel like this CSD is not that bad as well. I definitely missed shorts as well because now NQ's reversing at 10:06. I just got killed on YM. I wasn't really trusting this, or not really trusting. I wasn't really paying like big attention just because the ADR was around 750 and then the wick was like 400. So which is a little bit scary to me. And then plus like the time that this happened was very odd. It happened like at 9:48. Ideally, what I wanted to see is a reversal. Just keep going right here, right? But that's not the case. This happened pretty late. I feel like I could have shorted this though, where I'm targeting like the daily open or whatever, or like the low. Like the RR looks crazy, but I feel like this could be a valid trade. But this is what AM really took. But in my opinion, this is still kind of early. Like you don't know what's really going on. I mean, OSs are kind of reversing, but like you still don't know. Like it's still my concern just because of the time factor of this reversal, which is not that attractive. But this is what AM ended up taking. So he took this instead, the short, which is valid in my opinion, but my first opinion about this is just we have a large wick and then we already hit daily open here. That was kind of a concern to me, but I guess since the ADR was still in respect, we're still able to like short it considering the volatility, you know. I was thinking like, but my main concern was just like, oh, I was like, this is the move, like there's nothing else that's valid after this, which I'm not completely wrong on. Like this delivery wasn't the best, we didn't just deliver right away, but this is definitely something that I could have traded for sure, just because these lows were still hanging. We're still in respect of the ADR, even though we have like a sort of large wick where it's like 60% or whatever, but that's okay. The signature and everything else still makes sense. You can still take this. But yeah, that's pretty much all for the recap. I don't have anything else to say. None of the other assets were valid, but I guess it's just thinking about if taking it here is valid. This is the first CST and this is the second one. It's just the time element is not that aligned. So I guess you could wait for this, but I still got a review on that. That's pretty much it for today. Hit a break even.